Hey, oi. Oh yeah. Hey guys, I'm really sore right now because I went to the gym 2 days ago and I worked my legs, and I feel like an old man, old woman. My legs feel like they're in so much pain. And also I'm a little frustrated because my apartment is by a very busy city street, so like all the cars that pass by make really loud noises, and it's frustrating to try to record a YouTube video when there's so many noises around me. But I'm gonna try to just record this video anyway because I wanted to share it with you. I worked really hard on this, and I'm not a very confident person. I am confident, but like being in front of a camera is a whole different thing. It's like, it's very uncomfortable, but I'm just going to do it anyway. If I'm awkward, it's because I'm not used to being in front of the camera. Also, you can see my kitchen in the background, so I'm gonna try to put like some sort of thing behind me so you don't see it. Let's get into the watercolor tour. This is my watercolor pad. I've had this for 2 years, and I've been working on it for a while now. I put some stickers on it to give it some personality. So when we open it, oh, it's also moleskin. Moleskin has really nice sketchbooks and notepads. The quality of the paper is really nice. This is the first page. I just did a test page to see how the colors would blend together. And here's an up close shot. This is the first painting I did, and I like it. It was really hard to get some detail in this because the pen, the watercolor pen, is not the best with fine detail. And I still like it even though it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And I had a lot of fun painting the leaves. This next page I did some sunglasses. I feel like the more that you go through this sketchbook, the more you're going to see my improvement over the past 2 years. And I wanted to show y'all how your painting can improve if you keep going at it. For this one, I wanted to try to do an object from life, so I painted somebody's candle and candle holder. I think that the candle holder looks really nice here. There's some detail. I used a black micron pen to do the curves and the outline. This one's one of my least favorite. I don't like how the flowers turned out. I think that the pen kind of made it look messy, but maybe some of y'all will like it. I'm not sure. What do y'all think of this painting? I do like the glass. The glass looks really pretty. Like you can see some highlights and the all the different shades inside of it. The water color, the colors of the water were nice. For this painting, I wanted to do cartoon style me with my cat Fia and some coffee. And I'm not very good at cartoons, so I wanted to challenge myself, try to do something different. February 2023. Boop. This painting, I don't really know what I was doing. I was just playing with colors, and I was trying to paint a woman with multicolored skin, just kind of like an abstract lady. She's wearing like some sort of towel cover on her head, and there's a little house in the background. I was just playing around. I was just trying to have fun with this. Wasn't trying too hard. There's some pieces where I really pushed myself though. This is not one of them. This one was just for fun. This painting I did for my head. I wanted to do a cat with a beautiful sky in the background. I think purple and blue mixed together makes a really pretty color. It's like, it reminds me of like a galaxy almost, or space colors. And the cat, I didn't really use a reference. I kind of just tried to imagine what a cat would look like. And I've drawn cats in the past for my head, and they always turn out terrible. But this one didn't turn out too terrible. And obviously her whiskers are extremely thick, and cats don't have thick whiskers like that. But I still think she looks cute, and I like how you can't really see her eyes. They're just white, so she looks like she's staring at you or something. For this one, I looked up a girl on Pinterest. I think I looked up fashion trends that were going on, and I don't even know how to describe this style. I feel like it's alternative, some sort of alternative style with the mesh. What is this called? I don't know what. I've never seen anybody wear this in public, but sometimes people will post their outfits and they have this sort of thing on their arms or their legs. My mind is blanking right now. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks cool. I feel like whenever I wear stuff like this, it gets really uncomfortable. Is it called fishnet? Yeah, I think it's a fishnet thing. But fishnets are really uncomfortable for me. I don't really like wearing them. They look cool, but they're not the most comfortable thing to wear, in my opinion. I do like her pins that are in her hair, her little clips, and the earrings that I did. I don't know if they're supposed to be swords or crosses, but in the picture, that's what it looked like in the picture. So for this one, I was at art club, this art club that I go to in town, and we were all eating cinnamon rolls because somebody had brought cinnamon rolls. Sometimes people like to bring like baked goods or snacks, and we all had cinnamon rolls on this day, and I just painted myself as a cartoon eating a cinnamon roll, and I really like how large it is. It's almost the size of my cartoon head, and I love it. For this one, I just wanted to paint shapes. I didn't really feel like trying something extremely hard on this day, so I painted some balls and some U shapes and just played with the colors. I think that complementary colors, green and red, look really good together, and the yellow goes well against this dark blue too. Alright guys, and then for this painting, I tried extra hard to try to replicate a photo that I saw on Pinterest of this girl looking in a glass reflection. And This painting I'm so proud of. I absolutely love the highlights, the orange highlights in her hair, and again used complementary colors because that's what the photo looked like. And her facial features look really good. Her hair, I used some pen to try to get some dark shadows in her hair and added some pen in her outfit. Tried to use it for the fine details like the pocket of her jacket, and you can see some of the marks in the corner here. I think that black ink and watercolors work really well together. For this page, I wanted to do some flowers on top of water, and it was really hard because it's hard to paint water ripples and the shadows in water because water is so fluid, and so you have to make the shadows very the shadows can't be too harsh. They have to look like they're a part of the water, and it's just hard for me to explain how difficult it is to paint water, but I'm sure some of you all know. This was August 1st, 2024. So I was getting further and further into this. And then around October 2024, I started getting into a Halloween mood. I painted some eyeballs and spider webs with a tarantula in the background, which is my favorite part. This part of the painting is like my favorite. I think it would have been cool if I added like another spider here and just filled the entire page with it, but I didn't get that far. But for this one, I didn't use complementary colors. I think this is more analogous colors with the red and orange, and I love it. For this painting, I was sitting in front of some scenery at a local park and just painted the sunset while I was with a friend. I didn't get too detailed into this one because I just wanted to relax and enjoy the process. So I wasn't focused on the final result. I was just focused on doing the dots of the leaves. This page is just some objects, a plant pot, a bottle, me as a cartoon again, and a little juice box. It's purple because it was actually like ube milk tea or something. Ube milk. This page is very, very fun because I wasn't working extremely hard. I was just doing simplistic things. For this one, I was observing nature around me again because I went to another park and I observed what was in front of me. I sat on a rock and just painted what I could see, and the trees were kind of old, so some of them were very crooked, and they all leaned in different directions. For this painting, I did some shapes and used purple and yellow as complementary colors, and this is almost like a gold color, golden brown, and I like how it looks against the blue. This painting I did last month, July 2025. I don't normally paint the human organs, so I tried to do a heart, and I'm very pleased with how this one turned out. I like the highlights. They kind of make the heart look shiny, or because hearts, I imagine, are very slimy or soft, and I was trying to make it look like it had some shine with the highlights. And the veins, I use colored pencil for the veins because I can't get that fine detail with the watercolor pen because it doesn't have a very fine tip. So I used colored pencil for the veins. For this page, this one is a little bit more personal, but it basically says excuses, 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 because I was talking to this person that kept letting me down emotionally and just wasn't a good person that I had in my life, and I painted this so that I could let some of my frustration out. A little deep there, but I wanted to share that. For this painting, I did Lux from Virgin Suicides, and if you guys haven't seen that movie and you like aesthetically pleasing movies about women or slice of life almost, I think you should give it a watch. It's not a very uplifting movie, but it is very emotional, and you do feel a connection to the main characters if you are a female. I feel like the audience is for young females, and the book is written by males, but he does a very good job of portraying young teenage girls, like and how they feel, how they view the world around them, how they view boys and men, and it's just a very interesting movie and very sad, but worth a watch. For this painting, I went on Pinterest again and looked up photography, and one of the pictures was a girl laying on a bed and the shadows of leaves were on her back, and I wanted to try to paint it because I thought it'd be very interesting to try to paint leaf shadows on a girl, and I think it's almost an emotional one because I feel like sometimes we want to just lay down and just let all the emotions come out, and that's what this painting reminds me of. It just reminds me of the days when I feel very tired and mentally drained and just want to relax and just feel the sun on my back, and I love how it turned out. I used black ink for it to, again, get those fine details in her hair, strands and everything. For this painting, what do you know? It's another Pinterest girl. I think that on Pinterest you can find very interesting photos, and that's why I go on it a lot, is because it's a perfect place to get references. And there's some photography on there of people wearing really cool outfits and just sharing their style, and I think it's really cool. She was wearing some Converse and a gray jacket and some black pants, and her hair was jet black. She's wearing some headphones or earbuds. For this painting, I did a self-portrait of myself. I was out in nature one day, just sitting at a park, and I took some selfies of myself, and I wanted to try to paint myself looking sideways, and I was feeling a little bit sad that day. That's why you see this girl with some tears rolling down her eyes, and these were supposed to be eyes with tears coming down too. This one's very interesting because it's not a Pinterest photo, it's one of my own photos, so I think it makes it more unique. This painting I did for Palestine because they're in a terrible state at the moment, and sometimes I feel like the best I can do is donate every now and then and paint something for them because they need to be seen by as many people as possible. And I really feel for the outside, the world that I don't live in, the world that is suffering. And so I did a watermelon because the watermelon is a symbol of Palestine, I feel like, because of the colors. And the watermelon is broken and there's red coming out of it, almost looks like blood, and just a very dark emotional piece that I think needed to be done. And I want to create more like this because I think we should use art as a way to bring awareness to the things that are going on in the world. For this painting, I did this one for my head, and I think I improved a little bit because this one was from my head, and then move forward to 2025 this year. This is what I come up with. The girl was straight up from my head, and I did look up a reference for the sweater. Clothes are really hard to paint because of all of the subtle wrinkles and shadows that go on in the fabric. And the last page, I did Girl Interrupted, Winona Ryder from the movie Girl Interrupted, and I used, you guessed it, another Pinterest reference. And this one isn't perfect, but I had a lot of fun with it. My favorite part is the lips. I think her lips look very lippy. I don't know. They look good. And of course, used some black pen for the details. This movie is one of my favorite movies. I watched it when I was in high school, and I tried to get my friends to watch it, but they were not interested, I feel like. And I really like Winona Ryder's character, Susanna. She was just very real and a very sweet girl with problems that she didn't understand. And the strange thing is that she doesn't even seem like, in the movie, it doesn't even seem like she has any sort of problem. She's just being normal, but everybody around her is telling her that she has borderline personality disorder, and she's just like, what is that? And I don't know, it's just very interesting watch because it kind of talks about mental health and how important it is to try to lift yourself up when you're feeling down. Like, you have to pull yourself out of the patterns that are keeping you stuck. And she makes friends in this mental health hospital. they all have problems, but they all love each other despite those problems. And I think it's very beautiful that they created a movie about that. So yeah guys, that is the end of my watercolor pad tour, and we definitely got into some deep stuff. And this isn't really like a normal watercolor pad tour because I feel like some other ones are literally just cute things or nature, like, and this did have a lot of nature, but I feel like it has a lot of personal stuff as well. But I don't really feel like my channel is gonna be an aesthetically pleasing art channel. I feel like it's gonna be more personal and show my personality a little bit. Because I don't like just painting things that are happy. I do like painting my favorite movies and things that matter to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that y'all don't know me very well yet, but hopefully this kind of shows you a little bit more about myself. And I'll see y'all in the next video.